The Jets and Ryan Griffin have agreed on a 3-year contract extension. This is Jets Talk.
Jets, Jets, Jets!
Welcome to Jets Talk. My name is Ryan. I'll be your pilot today. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you've been here before, welcome back. I love having you here. Guys, I'll be at the Jets-Raiders game tomorrow, so if you happen to see me, say hello. If not, try to stay dry, Jet fans. So the Jets have agreed to terms with Ryan Griffin, 3 years, up to $10.8 million. He was set to be a free agent at the end of this season. This roughly makes him the 27th overall paid tight end at a little over $3 million a year. And I like this move. I wasn't overly high on Griffin when we first signed him. He had gotten in a little bit of trouble. He was arrested back in April, released from the Texans in May. So I kind of figured, oh, great, another guy that has drinking problems to go along with Chris Herndon. But he has been a pleasant surprise. Coming into camp, obviously behind Chris Herndon, even though we had the 4-game suspension. We had just drafted Wesco, so he's kind of battling with that. But after a slow start, he has really found his own, and he's really formed a groove with Sam Darnold. And, that's what we want to see moving forward. We want to see guys that we can complement around Sam. Griffin's not the youngest guy in the building. He's going to be 30 years old in January, so it's not really like we're signing a super young player. But for 3 years and $10.8 million, you really can't complain. And this is good on a few different levels. Chris Herndon has been in a little bit of trouble, got the 4-game suspension for the DUI, and he's been hurt. He had an injury in college, which actually allowed the Jets to get him in the 4th round. He probably would have gone a little higher. I am really high on Chris Herndon. I'm very, excited to watch him play next year. But this is a good move. You have 2 tight ends, which is a very hard position to fill from like a blocking, a receiving kind of standpoint. So having 2 that are pretty good at both of those things are going to be good for the Jets moving forward. And as I'm recording this video, the full contract details have not been released, but I would have to imagine the Jets would have an out of this contract after 2 years. Chris Herndon has 2 years remaining on his rookie contract after this year, so the Jets will have a 1-year buffer to decide if they want to re-sign Chris Herndon. If they do and they have to pay him a little bit more money, they could release Griffin, or they could have both. We're not going to be left high and dry, which is kind of nice. Like I said, I really am happy that him and Sam are on the same page with a lot of things. He has a knack for finding the holes in the coverage. He's got sure hands. These are things that you need to rely upon, and it's also a great move for the locker room. This is something where, this guy's performing well, and guess what? You perform well, you get paid. And this is something that I wanted to see a lot of from Mike Maccagnan that we never really got to see. So Joe Douglas, I definitely applaud you for signing guys mid-season. This is when you can help capture a lower price point on these players. They want that financial security. I hope they continue this with, Jenkins and Robbie and Poole. Those are the guys that I want to see us re-sign. And if you do it in season, you don't let other teams get a chance to drive up that price. You give them a little bit of financial security while possibly getting them at a little bit of a discount as well. Guys, let me know what you think of the signing down below. And as always, go Jets.